What's up, y'all? It's me, Kasinal Koralian. You don't hear a motor yet because it's gonna be too loud if I do have it on. So yeah, today we have a 2008 Harley-Davidson Sportster 883. I think that's what it's called. So yeah, let us check it out and review this bad boy. Or review, whatever.
So powering this bad boy is the Evolution V-twin engine. It's air-cooled, produces 883 cc's, produces 55 pound-feet of torque at 3500 RPM, and is, of course, paired with a manual transmission, specifically a 5-speed manual transmission. So the Evolution engine line, there's two different types. There's the big twin Evolutions used in Softails, Touring, or FXR models, or there's what I have, the Sportster Evolution, specifically used in the Sportster line. The big twin Evolutions only lasted from 1984 to 1999, not even making it to the end of the millennium. Sportsters, however, went from 1986 to 2022, being replaced by the Revolution engine, being launched with the Sportster S in 2021 and the Nightster in 2022. And of course, like all motorcycles, it is rear-wheel drive. And from now on, I'll have footage and background noise of the Sportster in the background, so there's that. Now, how does it feel to ride the Sportster? Especially since I transferred from the Rebel 250 to this 883 Sportster. I mean, it's a bit heavier, especially when it comes to turning, leaning, even shifting. It didn't really take me that long to get used to it. I got adjusted to it pretty fast, I'd say. The controls are all pretty nice. I think the only thing I really don't like is where my footrest is. It feels a little bit too low, though I could adjust it, so there's that. I also do like the fact that if you're using the blinkers and you make a turn, it'll turn itself off. You can press it again if you decide to not commit to that turn or you decide to just turn it off prematurely, but you don't have to do that. Starting up this engine won't be a nightmare ever again since this is not a carbureted engine. Something I have started to experience with the Rebel 250. The suspension feels a little bit harsher too. I'm guessing it's because of the weight. And I don't know when the suspension was ever changed. What I do know is that the previous owner did use it to go on multi-state trips, so maybe it does need to be changed. Even then, the ride quality is not that bad. I can bear with it. Getting on and getting off the motorcycle is pretty easy as well. We did also recently get a Nightster, and at least when it comes to my seating position, I do not feel the heat from the exhaust. Yes, the exhaust is basically right next to my legs. However, in the Nightster, yes, it's all to the right side, but that heat, you can really feel that heat if you're actually sitting and using that motorcycle. Brakes feel fine. Stopping power is serviceable. Yeah, I've been using both brakes, but the Rebel, it's mainly front and then back. Here, both at the same time. It's more heavier, so there's that. Throttle. Yeah, serviceable, but I think I can get a better clip. Alright, that's all well and good, but I think it's time that we check out all the controls that this Harley has. Starting off in front of the handlebars, we got ourselves a lovely little windshield. Definitely helps me aerodynamically. Just before that, we got the speedometer, along with the odometer in a little small space. Under those gauges, we have the instrument cluster. For example, here's my cluster gauge. Technically, this is also on neutral, but for some reason, the light is broken on that one. On the left handlebar, we have the horn, high-low lights, as well as the left turn signal, clutch handle as well. For the right side of the handlebar, we have the start ignition, the engine kill switch, and right turn signal. A little to the left of that, we have a front brake master cylinder reservoir, then the front brake handle itself. On the tips of the handles, we also have lights which blink in coordinates to where you're turning. I don't think it's stock yet. I don't think this is stock, though it's a nice feature nonetheless. Just below that, to the right side, is the fork lock. Just a little below that, we have the key ignition. Yeah, not many controls, but there's still some interesting bits to look over. For example, this button is actually a dipstick that you can twist and, check your oil level in. Pretty nice design. Nice, simple, sleek, simplistic. You just gotta love it. You can also see the rubber belt on the right side. Pretty interesting. I would like a chain, though I think belts just do fine. Footrest and rear brake on the right side. Also stand corrected. The exhaust pipes still go out on the right side, but are still not right next to my leg, unlike in the Nightster. Keep the air cleaner on the right side of the engine too. Going to the left side, starting with the left side of the engine, we have the spark plugs, left footrest and shifter, then the kickstand, and finally here's the rear passenger footrests. Yes sir, this is all that is basically on the bike, features and all. Pretty plain, pretty nice, pretty simple, and you know what? I like that. I do like its striking black color. For what it is, I'm pretty sure the only thing I don't like is the seats, which I can just interchange whenever I get another seat, or whenever I can find said seat, because I know there's another one somewhere in this garage. Nonetheless, my overall experience with this particular bike, pretty positive, even though it's much heavier, more powerful bike compared to the Rebel, or more cumbersome if you're trying to duck walk it. Even then, I've overcome these issues, and I've absolutely loved this Sportster. Yes, it's a Harley, it might spill oil on the road which I haven't noticed, but I don't know, maybe I will see it. It has been in service to various riders since 2008, and it's serving me just fine. Hell, me, my dad, and a friend of our family, we went through this trip that took around 80 miles, I believe. We went to Green Mountain Outlook, Yalaha Bakery, passed through Mount Dora, and then we came back, of course, home. And it was a pretty smooth trip. Only downside was the fact that, like I said, my seat could have been a little bit more comfortable, but other than that, smooth riding, smooth sailing, good brakes, good throttle, I just love it. And my overall thoughts is just that. It's a lovely, lovely bike, a great beginner bike, probably even a good transitional bike. And it's a Harley, it has the sound, the muscle bike type shtick. Sure, it's not a Screaming Eagle, it's not a 1200cc Sportster. However, it still has 800 plus cc's, and even with the weight, you don't have to worry about crazy acceleration if you're worried about that. You don't have to. I still use it for short commutes, short trips to a park or something. Hey, in the end of the day, it's a Harley, and I love it. And yeah, not many thoughts on this one. However, it is what it is, and I'm just gonna end up there. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like for this episode, love this video, and I shall see you in another video. You watch next channel, man. Peace out.